campaign after you sent the letter?
It sucked. I walked around vaguely sick to my stomach, feeling beaten down, felt like I was totally alone, that everybody hated me.
All right, joining us now with reaction, the author of The Making of the President 2016, How FBI Director James Comey Lost Hillary Clinton the Presidency, Lanny Davis, and author David Limbaugh. Full disclosure, David has been my career attorney and has negotiated every contract in radio and TV. Lanny, I think, I might be wrong, I think I once gave you in a restaurant $5 and we have attorney-client privilege. Isn't that true?
I've never been your attorney because you don't trust me enough for me to give you advice. But hello, David.
I think you're right.
Hey, Lanny.
It might have been a haze of having a drink. All right, you dislike Lanny. You dislike Comey for a whole bunch of other reasons. And it's funny because every liberal hated Comey, hated him with a passion. And people like Harry Reid, he needs to go. You really believe he cost Hillary the election. Putting that aside, do you think Comey has ethical issues and perhaps even legal ones?
Look, until yesterday, I've never used the L word about James Comey, which is the lie word. I trusted people like Eric Holder and many other people who respected him and who just said he exercised extremely poor judgment. And that's the book that I wrote, that the whole world circulates around Jim Comey, and he's evidenced of a narcissist. But yesterday, I decided it was time to call him out before the Stephanopoulos interview. He lied when he said he had to send his letter to Congress because he was obligated because he promised them. The transcript disputes that, and he knows that. That makes it a knowing falsehood, which is a lie.
You know, David, I brought up the other issues earlier, which is this dossier that he doesn't know is, to this day, is true, and a lot of which has been proven false. That was used by him and others to get a FISA warrant to spy on an American. Then, of course, he exonerated Hillary before he ever interviewed her or 17 other key witnesses months before. And then I look at James Comey and the pettiness and the bitterness that he had towards Donald Trump, and I'm thinking, this is a very troubled man at this point.
You know, he started off, I gave him the benefit of the doubt, thinking he might be an honorable guy. But he presents himself as a moral paragon and as someone who is discreet and wants to uphold the integrity of the FBI and the DOJ, when in fact, he's like a gossipy little girl. He's someone that is not discreet. He's written an inside baseball book discussing things about which there is an active investigation. When he was the lead investigator, anybody will objectively tell you that that's improper. I cannot believe that this guy, and I think it's we overuse the term narcissist, so let's just call this guy a publicity hound. He's a man without a country. Nobody likes him anymore, and there's good reason for that. I mean, he has done everything to promote himself, not to promote the FBI.
Do you see any law breaking, though?
I don't know. I don't want to say more than the facts allow. It's certainly possible, to use his term, it's certainly possible that he was involved.
Everything's possible.
No,
Lanny becoming a conservative is possible.
Well, but you know, the idea that he would say it's possible that Trump obstructed justice, that is clearly inflammatory, and he knows better, and he ought to be ashamed. It's possible that there's problems with the golden shower thing. It's possible that some of these other things...
What about lying to a FISA judge to get a FISA warrant?
Yeah, if he in fact did that, I can't imagine that not incriminating him or putting him in jeopardy.
Lanny, I got to believe on your side of the aisle, you have a civil libertarian streak in you, and I think you feel as I do. If the FBI can't put it in a FISA application, unverified information, they can't omit that one candidate paid for the Russian lies that came from a foreign national. You can't omit that to a judge. God help you.
Well, first of all, I want to address the double standard that I'm hearing here, because Donald Trump praised James Comey for sending that letter that was against 50 years of Justice Department policy.
You can't lie to a judge, Lanny.
And the FISA warrant was constructed by several layers of people at the Justice Department and approved three times by a judge.
Is it wrong to put unverified information before a judge, yes or no?
It is certainly wrong if it was intentionally false and unverified. It's up to the judge to determine that.
If they didn't know, then they didn't know.
But let me go back to the topic at hand, guys. I agree with David. Once in a while, I agree that when James Comey held a press conference and characterized evidence in a criminal investigation, which he was conducting, as extremely careless conduct, he violates every rule of due process, and that's what he did with Hillary Clinton. And what Justice Department officials say to me is, you don't publicly shame and not charge. That's what James Comey did.
Lanny,
and you know
if
why
I delete 33,000 subpoenaed
Comey.
emails and I acid wash my hard drive and beat up my devices to get rid of them, is that obstruction of justice? Is that obstruction?
Not only did that not happen, you changed the subject. James Comey deserves
She didn't delete 33,000 emails, or she did?
The only thing he deserves credit.
Did she delete 33,000 emails?
Her personal emails, the same way you delete your personal emails. So change the topic all you want, Sean.
Did she acid wash her hard drive and beat up devices, or have somebody beat them up for her? Yes or no?
I don't know what you mean by acid wash. I know that she deleted her personal emails the way everybody else did, and you just changed the topic. So I'll return to James Comey.
I never heard about BleachBit before Hillary. Right,
you praised what Comey did with the letter, and so did Donald Trump.
If I deleted it, I think I'd be in jail tonight.
All right, you just want to go off on your own tangent, and I won't go there with you, except to say once David Limbaugh and I agree
that
James Comey isn't allowed to express a personal opinion as an investigator. He also should have been fired for that offense.
I understand your criticism. I get it. All right, I got to roll. Thank you both. Good to see you. When we come back, Sean Spicer, he was in the meeting when Comey briefed President Trump, when he was president-elect, about the dossier, and he's saying Comey's account is completely misleading. He was there. I'll check in with him and Dr. Gorka, and my response about being named in court today as it relates to Michael Cohen. Straight ahead.